Hey everybody, welcome to the second update for the Drive-Thru Review Season 5 Kickstarter project. I got two things I want to talk about and share with you. I'm both excited to talk about. And the first one is going to be the reveal of the Mage Wars card. It is finally finalized. I would say 99% finalized. I'll just go ahead and throw it up on the screen now. The name is actually wrong. It says Eker. It's supposed to say Eka Mouse, and they're going to change that. So, but everything else is finalized. The mana cost to summon, the special abilities of the guy, and all that stuff, and the card frames and everything like that. So it looks awesome, and I'm super happy that Arcane Wonders actually spent the extra time to run it through whatever mythical, magical, mathematical number cruncher they have. So, interesting process with all this stuff, and maybe I'll do more of a video or something maybe after the campaign or maybe towards the end of it about the whole process of getting these things developed and sort of the back and forth that I had in regards to the different promos. So this one's interesting because it's kind of going into almost like a collectible card game idea where there's all these balancing things that need to happen with the math, and this guy needs to cost this. If this special ability is here, there's a little bit of a I don't know, a percentage or something that needs to be applied. I don't know all what voodoo they cook up over there, but I'm super glad that they took the effort to go into that, because obviously that's not something one person could do, or even probably two people. It takes some extra time. So I'm super excited about that. That's awesome. And the second thing I want to talk about is Twitch TV, and I threw together sort of a quick demo. It's about 2 or 2.5 minutes of a broadcast, and I pulled the video down here and I spliced it in to the video just to kind of give you a quick demo. But I'll go ahead and just jump to that now, and then we can come back and talk a little bit about it.
Okay, so here is the Twitch test. This is using some software for broadcasting multiple feeds and things to Twitch. And so right now it's trial. I don't have unlocked all of the different higher resolutions, and as you can tell, the audio is not super great. But I just wanted to show you kind of Forbidden Island here. So I've got my other camera here just to move around. Here's the board, and you can see the player pieces, and here's the different tiles and things. And this is decent, for just having trial software without really any whiz-bang stuff unlocked. So I could do multiple sources and have fixed cameras in different spots, and maybe have this guy here to zoom in and get on something close, because that is something I like in videos, to present everything so it's clear and readable and all that kind of good stuff. So we've got our different figures here and all that kind of good stuff. Let's see if I can focus a little bit. That's not too bad. So the white light's a little bit bright here, but anyway, so you can also I can do this. This is pretty neat. I can switch here. I am not this white. I am, but I'm not this white. Anyway, so there's that, and then I can go back to here, and so you can just see the game, or I can switch from different cameras, from one camera to the next, or set this up so we got some picture-in-picture. So I could even have 2 or 3 cameras on the screen at once. And even, let's see if I can do this while it's recording. So I can mess this around here, and then I can, move myself over there and all kinds of good stuff. And then, yeah, to fix that again, but there's that. Anyway, so I just want to give you a quick sense of it. And there's a couple other cool things you can do here. I can actually, let's see, I can actually draw stuff out here as well. Let's see, so we're going to lock that position there. Set that, and then set that like so, and so I can draw. You can see here, it's like, so, oh hey, there's the red piece there. I can do the whole John Madden, stuff on football and things. So, so that's kind of neat. So anyway, there is a little bit of the, some possibilities there. So any feedback is pretty cool, and and just trying to figure out what the best way to do it is, and really kind of exploring it. So anyway, hope you get a kick out of it. Thanks.
Okay, I hope that gave you some sense of what's possible. You can see I got the laptop and everything set up here, and the game piece and everything. So I'm really excited about this. And, I've got some thoughts on it. I'm definitely open to feedback in terms of what people want to see, how involved they want to be with a broadcast. I'm sure that's going to vary across the board in terms of what people want to do with it. But for example, I set up Forbidden Island here because that's one kind of cool thing, especially with Twitch, is you can kind of be like, hey, what should we do? Should we go and, unsync this tile? Should we go here and go to this side? Should we use the special ability over here or whatever? So the cooperative aspect of it is pretty cool. You know, it's nice because there's not a lot of hidden information. You know, to do a competitive game or something, you know, maybe that's a little bit more further down the road. But I'd like it to be, you know, start smaller and less complex games, maybe only 1 or 2 of those videos, but you know, keep the quality level there and really keep the amount of presentation and information that's coming across, you know, the internet to whoever, you know, as good as it can be over Twitch. So I think that's something folks can get involved in. I know there's you know, a pretty good Twitch scene kind of happening now with Fantasy Flight's kind of starting to do that with their Netrunner tournaments and their X-Wing tournaments, and you know, the guys at Team Covenant have been doing it with some more competitive games, and it kind of stems out of the whole Magic the Gathering thing, where there's a lot of folks that play Magic the Gathering online, and they play Hearthstone on Twitch and all that kind of cool stuff. So there's no reason that we can't. It requires a couple more cameras and things, but it's not super difficult. But there's no reason we can't have something similar like that where, you know, folks can be just as involved. So anyway, I'm open to ideas because I'm really just feel like I'm scratching the surface, and I'm just going to learn as I do it, and it's going to get better and better and better. So anyway, I just want to thank everybody again. You know, we unlocked all the stuff and we're doing really good still, and you know, tell your friends and all that kind of cool stuff. But you know, all the support so far has been awesome, and you know, I really appreciate it. So if I see you at Gen Con or something, say hello, and you know, I appreciate it 100%. So absolutely, everybody have a good time, and I will talk to you later. Thanks again. Bye.